and welcome back subscribers and new viewers to another Sunday speed paint and a very self-indulgent video at that. I'm going to be sharing my Animal Crossing New Horizons outfits, but first, if you haven't seen it, you don't have to watch them, but I have made Animal Crossing videos before. I've even done an island tour, which I'm actually going to be doing a new one soon, where I talk in more detail about my favorite villagers. On screen from S all the way down to F is the villagers that I would most happily welcome on my island to ones that they could stay, but I don't mind if they move out, to the ones that I really hope that they move out or don't get invited to my island altogether. Here are the 10 outfits on screen that I'll be drawing today in my speed paint. But let's take things back to when Animal Crossing New Leaf first came out. I had my 3DS, and I had a friend who showed me the game for the first time, and I was intrigued by this casual game because it was something cozy and a way for me, personally, to have something with cozy animal companion friends, and you're the mayor of a town, and you have so much that you can do, and you have villagers that they move in, you get to meet them, and sometimes they move out without you knowing. It's so hard to watch some of the long-standing friends that you've had for years suddenly disappear, and this game, I feel for me personally, has a message of live in the moment, enjoy what you have while you have it, and to a certain extent to do at least a little bit of good with the time that you have. Kind of the whole message in a lot of things nowadays is at least leaving the world in a better place than the way that you found it, so to speak, rather than causing absolute chaos like in some games where the whole point of the game is just massive destruction. This game is more of a cozy slice of life. And specifically, I remember when I first met Cookie, Dobby, Goldie, Portia, Ruby, and Dottie on my first set of island adventures on, well, the New Leaf game file. I sadly don't have all of the villagers, and I don't want to shell out money to go get the amiibo cards that are probably now super rare to be able to add them to my town's island, but I was so happy to see that the old grumpy grouch Dobby the wolf had joined my island again, and Ruby and Dottie, who are my two favorite of the, I think they're rabbit characters, but they could be bunny characters. They just embody everything of my childhood that was brought forward of just that cozy feel. Now, this might sound a little cheesy or touchy or sappy or a little awkwardly personal to place in an Animal Crossing video, but I wanted to share it anyways because, for me personally, I enjoyed the game because it helped me to pass time when I was stressed out with school, college, and just before New Horizons came out, I was trying to fill my days with as much calm as I could, and there's a semblance of calm and order that the game had that at the time was something that I feel like I may have taken for granted, but I still play the game. And of course I play New Horizons quite often. But when I was playing New Leaf, a lot of the stuff that was happening was just ways for me to relax and get to know these villager characters and practice artwork. I don't have any of the artwork, sadly, because I think some of it got thrown away or just lost to time from my move. But it was something that I enjoyed, that I had every day that I could return to, that was something that was consistent and wasn't chaotic. When receiving letters in the mail from Mom in the game, it was something that for me personally made me feel sad, but happy. Because from the time that I can remember of being told when I was a little baby, all the way up to when I was an adult, around 21 or 22 years old, just before I had moved, I finally chose to get back in contact with my mom and find out the whole story of where she'd been for my whole life. And there was a whole bunch of chaos and things that I won't go into personal details of, but it was basically, I didn't even have a say-so until I was obviously an adult and could actually go and find her myself and talk to her once again. Some people don't have that option, and I'm so grateful that I chose to do so, because just these little bits in my mind of these things of life can go by so quickly, things are so short. I wanted to be able to have that little bit of peace of mind. And as I was playing the games for the New Leaf and the switch over to New Horizons, I have an entire room dedicated specifically to the mom's gifts that she gives you, the birthday cakes, the sweaters, all of the fun little items that you receive, and that's what makes up one of my entire rooms in New Horizons. Another reason why I enjoy characters like Dobby is just because it reminds me of my grandpa from my dad's side. I remember all the time I used to have oatmeal eating racing contests, watching him make puzzles, all of that stuff, but It was just before I had even finished high school that he had suddenly passed away, and he also had, I believe it was Alzheimer's or dementia, I don't remember exactly, but watching him forget who I was and just losing parts of himself but still being there with us was very strange for me growing up. And part of that was I was able to see that happen with my villagers, but not obviously the level of someone dying. If someone moves away, you also don't know that. Now, I know this is taking a giant leap to a whole nother game, but it actually reminds me of when I first discovered the Beginner's Guide game. That's about all I'm going to say about it. If you know what that is, then you can take your own views on it, but that story broke me when I first listened to it because of the stories that the messages of not understanding something and having to kind of just accept that you don't have to know what goes on in everybody else's life after you stop talking to them. And with Animal Crossing, when I did finally set down New Leaf for roughly the last time, and I picked up New Horizons, it was a whole new journey for me because it's something that I had played to pass the time while waiting for COVID to finish its thing so that I could actually get a flight the next year to get to be with my now husband, and all of these plans that didn't quite go according, but I still had something familiar with me. And the outfits that I had, even though I could have created my own, there's tons of QR codes, and I wasn't one of those players who was going for a specific style. I didn't want any cottagecore or like fancy sparkly kidcore or any of those. I just wanted to play to enjoy the game. Having winter outfits, summer outfits, spring outfits, Halloween outfits, all of these little pieces were something that I could express myself in ways that I didn't really have the opportunity to, especially living in a desert. Beforehand, I couldn't wear all these cozy outfits, and now I do. And to this day, the bottom right hand thing is actually a reference to the jacket that my mom gave me, which is the same thing that my avatar is currently wearing. Just some little fun facts for you. There are some things that I just like to be able to carry with me, and it's just something personal. Everyone has their own ways and reasons for why they enjoy certain games, and for me, Animal Crossing is just one of those things that reminds me to slow down, enjoy life, and appreciate what you have while you have it. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and do let me know if you are interested in more Animal Crossing videos. I already intend on making a island tour, updated, and sharing more of my thoughts on the villagers, but thank you so very much for watching today's video. Stay possum, subscribblers. I'd like to give a huge thank you to my wonderful patrons, including Frankie Jr. 13. Hold it right there, don't click off this video just yet. Why not check out some playlists of my videos while you wait for the next upload, and if you'd like to support my works and see more, click that link card down below. Patreon exclusive rewards for the Fennec Fox tier includes access to secret artwork, Arctic Foxes get shoutouts at the end of my videos, and early access to art and videos. Red Foxes have the opportunity to be featured when I need background characters or a commission instead. Subscribe for free if you have not already to join the Subscribblers squad, and tag me in some of that artwork and I'll share it in the Subscribblers gallery. Stay possum, and I'll see you later. Bye-bye.